lights. Softened lights for the dark circles. Okay, hi queens, kings, and all the royals in between. Welcome back to my channel. I am going, like 95% chance I'm homeschooling my kids this year. I've been Googling YouTube videos in ways to help me be better organized. Anyways, and I'm like, okay, so how am I going to juggle that with housework? And I also have to, like, you know, have breakfast prepare for them in the morning, and then dinner prepare for them, lunch prepare, something. Like, I can also, like, you know, prop business. So I was like, you know, how to be, I guess, like a better housewife. This is so cute. Like, whatever. This is just the cutest. And I came across this girl. Named Cynthia L. Her channels are so bright. I'm not bright and shiny. She's so bright and shiny. She's like, how to become a housewife. I've been a housewife forever. I suck at it. I'm intrigued. Like, some of her videos I look at and I'm like, traditional modern woman. Like, how to become a traditional modern woman. I'm like, but she does have one on my everyday homemaking habits for success. And I'm like, ooh, like, even if I can take away one of these that helps, like, makes my life a little bit easier, that would be great. So I'm gonna do my makeup for no other reason besides doing my makeup. We're gonna watch this video and react to it. And as I've stated in past videos, there will be sections of her talking that I will cut out that are like repetitive or rambling if that's something she does. And so, like, that's gonna fuck with, like, me doing my makeup. But you're not following my makeup routine, so 'tis life.
You are living too slowly. You're going to get into the habit of laziness. You're not going to get anything done. You don't want to be totally ruled by your emotions, but you want to check in with yourself throughout the day.
Okay, so, like, the little opening blurb was kind of odd because I honestly thought I somehow watched part of the beginning of the video without actually watching it. But that's alright. Mine are fucking weird too, so I agree with that first statement. My emotions do make me lazy.
Hello, lovely feminine women, and welcome back to my channel. I am wearing my Saturday casual attire. I'm really in the mood to make another video. If you're new to my channel, please hit the red subscribe button, that lovely red button, so you can join every feminine women who also enjoy talking about homemaking. We talk a lot about femininity in the past few videos, and I thought that it was time for a homemaking video. This is a simple yet super true and authentic video because these are the things that I do every single day as a homemaker.
I wish I had her enthusiasm of, we do this day after day, because I am one of these people that hate the day after day thing. I need change. So I give her props for having that enthusiasm.
A homemaker, or at least to retain your sanity. My name is Cynthia. If you couldn't tell by the title of the channel, I am a millennial homemaker and I am a former Miss Earth Canada. So without further ado, let me get into my first habit. The thing that I do every single day is I get up before my husband. I put this first because it's kind of like a controversial topic. I noticed that on Twitter or on Facebook, something like that, there was a woman who was criticized for waking up at 4:30 in the morning and making her husband coffee. But really, I do that. I don't get up at 4:30 in the morning.
I think that's sweet, actually. As long as it's something that you want to do for you instead of something that, like, is expected of you. I have honestly talked about getting up with my baby daddy so we can have, like, coffee or breakfast together before the kids get up, you know. I'm not a morning person though, and he does work at 7 a.m.
But I try to get up pretty early, at least before my husband, even on the days that we decide to sleep in. I just find that my day runs so much smoother when my husband has a smooth morning. Nobody is forcing me to do this. This is something that I like to do because I like to have a moment to myself. He says that he wants breakfast. I will, of course, make breakfast for him, and I do not think that this is a degrading thing. I think that this is an act of love that you can show towards the other person if it is something that they truly appreciate. He would still be here, he would still love me if I didn't get up before him, but he definitely does appreciate it.
Unlike classically Abby, she's very much, you know, it's something that she enjoys to do. And I don't know if she has children. I haven't gotten that far into it. Like, I haven't looked that far into her stuff because my looking into it was specifically for other things. But getting up in the morning to, oh, this is what I put on my face, by the way. Getting up in the morning and having time for herself, I think that's wonderful. I think that everybody should find a little time to kind of, like, either prepare themselves or decompose in the night. decompress in the night, or both. I like to decompress at night, but I'm not an early morning person, so I would like to change that and be more of an early morning person and kind of like get myself prepared for the day. I think that's great that she has a stance, and the fact that, like, you know, if her husband wants her to make, you know, wants breakfast, she's willing to do that. But she's not like, oh, I'm here in the morning to make you breakfast. This is what my life is all about. She's getting up for her, and, you know, she's already there, so if he wants it, she's gonna offer it. But if he doesn't, you know.
The second habit that I have is that I always prepare my to-do list the day before, or at the very latest, the morning of. This helps me identify my top 3 things that I need to do in the day. If prioritizing 3 big things in your day and structuring everything else around that. I use all different types of lists, but the goal is to kind of brain dump what you have to do the night before and to kind of have a structure so that you don't feel frazzled in the morning. It also helps you do those little tasks that we often forget, like thaw the meat that we need for dinner that day.
I like that, because there's definitely a lot of things that I forget during the day. So far, she's got some pretty good points. I'm not hating on it. I mean, I didn't come here to hate anyways. I came here for help.
The third thing is I tidy or clean for at least 1 hour per day. And I really believe that everybody should do this. Career woman or full-time homemaker, housewife woman, just commit yourself to 1 hour a day. This is why I have always advocated for the Clean With Me podcast. There are also other cleaning YouTubers that you can follow that do like hour-long extreme clean with me's that will help you block off that specific time, or you can find that this really helps reduce the kind of like anxiety surrounding cleaning. As homemakers, I think that it's easy to get into this cycle of never clocking out, but you have to clock out, because if you're going to take it seriously and you're going to take it like a job, you need to allow yourself the time to rest. And let's say that you do hire somebody to clean your house or to help you around your house, I still think that you need to take at least half an hour to tidy up around the home.
I can see where that could really help. Now I feel like I need to find the headphone jack to my phone, because like listening to an hour-long podcast, granted I probably wouldn't do one of her like Clean With Me ones. I'd probably listen to like a Tripod or Tri-Wives or a Jenna and Julia themed, you know, podcast, because that's just my own prerogative. And I guess it'd probably make it a little more enjoyable that you're sitting there, like, you know, listening to something. So I like that, instead of having this like high expectation of, oh, it needs to be tidy and perfect. Let's continue on with her thoughts.
Vlogs that I like to use a basket and start at one end of my house, go to the other end of my house, and pick up things that are kind of misplaced or things that I need to clean or whatever. Just throw it all into that basket and then do the second time around your house and place things where they are supposed to go. Which is the 60-second rule. If you find that there is a task that needs attention and it can be done in less than a minute, then I encourage you to just drop whatever you're doing and actually do that task, because it's only going to take 60 seconds.
I love this. This is actually super helpful. Ow! Okay. And not only is it super helpful, she's not saying, oh, these are things that you should do. She's going like, oh, this is what I do, and this is why it helps me. And I love that, because it's not like I don't feel like I'm being told I need to do this. I am listening to somebody share their experience, but I think that is like wonderful. I'm gonna go find myself a basket now. These are great tips so far. I'm kind of like wishing I was married to her.
We are going for like a well thought out life. The fifth point is to add little touches. Every day I try to think about how I can make the day a little bit more special, whether that be setting the table, whether that be finding some lovely flowers to put in my home, personalizing the center of the towel, making sure that the area is nice and neat when I use the bathroom. All of the things that bring like touches of love into the everyday routine is something that is one of my priorities, because I truly do believe that your home is kind of like your little church. You are giving glory to God.
So that part I disagree with, because I'm not religious, so obviously I don't want my house to feel nice like a church or whatever. I do feel like it should feel like a separate place from work.
The sixth point is so important. I make it a habit every single day to check in with myself. Checking in with yourself kind kind of means that you really address your mood. You're not just a robot robotically going through your day and checking off tasks. Maybe you need to change up your list. Maybe you need to scrap your to-do list altogether for that day, and you need to take some time for yourself. Being a homemaker is kind of a very isolating job. It can be very fulfilling if you have the personality for it, like I do. I'm more of an introverted person and I thrive at home, but I do find that forcing myself to have a social connection with somebody every single day helps me perhaps break out of a bad mood, and it helps reorient my perspective because I'm consuming what somebody else is saying.
Okay, so I agree with that. You need friends. Okay, do not lock yourself away like Cinderella. I don't like leaving my house. It's a personal preference. It's just kind of my thing. It's a people thing. It's a people thing. I don't like people. But find reasons to leave your house, okay?
Is that I try to get ready every single day. Now on these videos, you will see that I'm wearing a lot of makeup. The point is that I do wear a lot of makeup on the videos in order to not look so flushed out. But on an everyday basis, I do not wear as much makeup.
I completely agree with the whole sentiment of you don't have to put on a full face of glamorous makeup every day. I don't. It's not my thing. I like doing it from time to time. But I do think at least getting dressed during the day is something that anybody should do.
There's also the fact that I don't always think that that is totally healthy because it's kind of making an idol out of beauty. Again, if it makes you feel confident and it makes you feel like a whole person, go ahead and do it. I'm just giving you the permission to not feel like you have to always hold yourself to that standard every single day.
Oh, I don't agree that you should feel the need to have permission from people. I give you permission to not look perfect all day long. I feel like there's some people out there that are holding themselves up to such a standard that they do need that permission. They do feel that unless somebody says, hey, you don't have to be like this, that they feel like they have to be like that. So I like her butt. I was really worried her butt was gonna be like, but you need to do this to feel good. No, but you know. Good butt.
From Southern Living that a few of you sent me and a few of you tagged me in, and it was about bringing back the house dress. The house dress, again, doesn't have to be this perfect Barbie doll image, but wearing a dress and some light makeup can help you feel more feminine and more productive to the day. The reason why you want to get ready to some extent is because you want to be able to transition into your job as a homemaker. You will also see me actually put on my pajamas a little bit early in the night because that is another signal to my brain that I am done with my homemaking job. That's all I have for you today.
I like how she talked about people talking about bringing back the house dress and how you don't need to wear a house dress, and I think that's wonderful that she acknowledged that. I think that she's pretty well-rounded when it comes to these thoughts, and I'm definitely going to take some of her pointers. I'm definitely not becoming a professional housewife, but yeah. Anyways, this is my final look. I look dead. Kind of how I like it. Anyways, I will link her down below, and I do plan on viewing some of her other videos to see if she really is this. I mean, she seems very level-headed, very let's do this, but let's not be pressured to be perfect, and I love that. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a beautiful day.